So today is the day when all the proper stuff gets done. We're looking at getting the intercooler in, coilovers on. We're going to get it sitting right. We've got something else as well. Roll cage is coming up on this today or tomorrow. Seats as well. We should get a lot done in this episode, fingers crossed. Luckily we've got Ben with us, so he's going to be overseeing all the actual important stuff. Oh, big brake kit as well, we're doing that too. Might not get as much footage today because I am actually going to be trying to help the guys. However, the day got off to an interesting start because I managed to get myself a flat on the way here. So we've got that to sort as well. Anyway, should be fun.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm the smart one. So you can see we've got a BC coilovers here. I'm going to be fitting them today. These were sourced from Kill All Chrome. We're going to start off stripping it. We've got a big brake kit to do as well today, so a lot to do. It has got DCC fitted, so we're hoping we won't have a fault. If we do, then that's another 300 quid. Yeah. So yeah, a bit of crack on. So okay, while we're stripping the front end off, I thought we may as well just strip the calipers off and get the big brake kit on at the same time. Just makes sense.
Whilst the boys are doing the technical stuff with the coilovers and brakes, I thought I'd just undo some screws, get the front bumper off and get the intercooler in.
So whilst the boys are taking the front end of the car off for the intercooler, Ben's doing the front coilovers because they're a bit more difficult. I've come around to the back and done these because, to be honest, they are extremely simple. Big bolts in the bottom, 3 bolts in the top, 1 clip, and it's out. On to the next side.
So apparently there's a bumper there. Mitch keeps telling me that I've done nothing all day, but as you can see, front bumper's off, crash bar's off. I just need to try and work out how to take these pipes off the intercooler whilst Ben gives some shock absorbers a cuddle. I don't know. So we went on a little side mission and started trying to fit a stud conversion kit. However, as always, nothing's very simple. So it's a 5mm Allen key bolt that you need to torque up. However, trying to fit this in the tiny holes, we've already snapped 2 Allen key adapters. So we'll keep going.
So Mitch managed to get a nail in one of his tyres. So doing another little side quest here. So luckily Phil has dropped a spare set off his M3, so that's saved the day.
So another side mission for today. Chris is just finishing getting the front end of the car off. Ben's already fitted one of the front coilovers. Rears are on. Big brake kit next. And we're also going to get rid of this chrome, replace his plinth because it's faded, a lot of them do that. And in doing so, Chris has also got a Magna plate kit, so we're gonna have a removable plate. Ben jumped in on this one and got the clips out. These are under a lot of tension. You need to know which ones to break, which ones to pull. But we've managed to get the front plate plinth on. So this replaces the old one, which as you can see was pretty faded and dead, to be honest. Now Chris has also got a Magna plates kit. He's not got a clit. Now Chris has got a Magna plates kit, which essentially means we can run it plated or plateless. And it's quite simple actually. So unbeknown to me, he's got a rear as well, but this is the front. They go on the back of the plate itself, and then the magnets are going to go behind this plinth here. So we literally will be able to stick the plate on, take the plate off for shows, track days, or whatever we need. Should be a simple fit.
Right, so we've got a drop link off here. I left Mitch to try and get this off, but if you've ever done these before, sometimes they can spin, and if they do, it's a pain. It must have fell out. But we did have a T30 that had broke off in there, so we just had to get the mole grips on and do it the old-fashioned way. So we've got that off now. Going to get an adjustable one fitted, get the big brake kit on, bleed the brakes, and then finish the rest of the suspension. So still a lot to do.
Plateless kit's pretty much on, and if Chris comes here, we're just doing the final bits, which are essentially, these have adhesive on the back of them once you've lined it up, and then you get to put these little plateless sticky pads over the back to make sure they don't fall off. So, all in all, easy install and quite a cool addition to the car.
So I thought I'd start painting the Derenza stencil along the front of my intercooler, which again was supplied by Chrome. Thank you. Whilst that paint was drying, I asked Ben, can I help you? He said, yeah, can you remove the bolts from or the nuts from the brake line? Unfortunately, I split it, so I found another use for my empty beer can. That's now catching the brake fluid whilst we wait for Phil to come and save the day again. Thanks, Phil.
So, right here, as you already know, Chris has broken the brake pop on the other side. I'm trying to undo this side, but again, it's really difficult. Just being careful, taking my time just so I don't break it, because the last thing I want to do is change the side as well.
Okay, update. We've not been doing much camera work because we've been doing a load on the car, mostly hurting ourselves as well. Big brake kit fitted, but we've run into problems with that. We will go through that in a second. Stud kit fitted, running some issues with that. We'll go through that in just a second. And intercoolers on, which is good. So, stud conversion kit went in, but unfortunately the size is actually American, so we couldn't get anything that would torque it up. It broke two snap-on bits doing it, so we decided to take that out, park it for the moment, and we're going to come back to that another day. We'll just use normal bolts. As you can see, coilovers are in, and they look really good. They do, and these are of course BC Racing BR series, I believe. So your adjustment is all there at the bottom. We've got hell braided hoses and the gigantic 260 caliper conversion. So these are taken off. Chris, what are they taken off for 240?
GP3 and 135.
GP3, so these are actually GP3 calipers and 135i run these brakes as well. They run, as you can see, a much larger disc. Now, the problems that we ran into, essentially, the wheels. This is the third set of wheels Chris has brought for this car. Yes. Wheels are actually fantastic, but the concave of the spoke means that they do catch on the caliper, so we're going to have to run them with spacers, but we got the ET so perfect on these, they're in line with the arch. So now with the spacers, they are not in line with the arch, so we're going to have a look at that afterwards. Old intercooler on the ground, new intercoolers on. We've got the plateless kit on there as well, so we'll be sticking the plate on the front of that shortly. Least of our worries at the moment in time, but front end is back there. The Derenza, you can't see because it's dark, but the Derenza intercooler is in there. Of course, helps with keeping her nice and cool, especially for the track day that's coming up in a few days. And then down there, of course, you can see this caliper this side. So we are making quite a lot of progress. We've done an awful lot on the car today, but this has turned out to be a long night by the looks of it.
So whilst those two are stuffing their face, just thought I'd give you a quick update with regards to where we're at. So discs and calipers are on the front. We need to do a little bit of jiggery pokery with the front wheels because they are a little bit bigger than what we were expecting. Bleed the brakes with some race fluid apparently, and then it's going to reset it up. We'll see what happens next. So for those that have watched episode 1 and 2, the A-pillars are now in, so they're wrapped Alcantara, and also the dash trim. I've just got the centre ones to do. The rear ones are done, but until the cage arrives, there's no point in fitting those because I want to remove the rear seat belts as well, because they're not going to be used, of course, moving forwards. And then I've just got the one behind the Speedo to get out and wrap as well. And then moving around to the front, might not be able to see as we've now shut the garage door because it's a little bit cold and dark, but we've also painted the brace along the front because that was looking a little bit tired.
So as it stands, we are bleeding the new calipers, and they are taking some bleeding. Okay, so there's been a big gap between recording because we have been flat out trying to get the brand new brake kit applied. Coilovers now on, wheels on, and we're just trying it for the first time. Well, lowering it down for the first time to see how it looks. And it looks insane. Yeah. So we've got it dialed in. We managed to get the wheels to fit, which were protruding by pushing the camber adjustment all over. The car actually looks insane, which is good. However, we did fit coilover socks, and then it turns out we don't really have the clearance for them, so no socks. So after multiple times trying the car in the air and down again, we're just trying to sort the final fitment. Chris is there getting a nice angle on that, and let me show you where we're at for the moment. Camber, yeah, so we're running about 9,000 billion degrees of camber, although you can't see here. We've taken the top of the coilovers all the way over, and to be honest, I mean, it looks mean as hell. We've actually got to do a proper setup on this, so whether it stays like that or not, we don't know. Fitment is extremely close everywhere, so we just managed to get the wheel to clear the caliper, the tyre to clear the arch, same on the inners. So a lot of people don't think 18s will fit on these. They will. It just takes a lot of jiggery pokery. Chris has actually got a total of 3 sets of wheels sat around trying to get this done. And then the backs. So the backs look phenomenal, but Chris decided to put a little spacer down here, which was supplied actually with the BC Racing coilovers, which is very good, and actually it's just too tight. Plenty too tight it is. So we're gonna put another adjustment ring in there. Well, at least they're discussing it now. And the car goes up again for the 114th time, and the wheels are coming off for the 719th time. But it will be done.
And we've run out of beer.
And we've run out of beer. No, we haven't.
Oh, okay.
And that's that. So essentially we've managed to get the big brake kit on, which you can see there. They are absolutely massive. So they're the 260mm off a M135i or a Mini GP3. They fit, I mean, incredible, and they look insane as well, but they were quite a task. Wheels are on. Car sat exactly how we want it to look. It's got some settling to do, and we're going to dial it in as well for track. But overall, a good day. Again, we've not filmed as much as normal because we've all been hands on deck trying to get this done, and we've done a lot today. So intercooler, wheels, brakes, plateless kit on the front, plateless kit on the back. Chris has also fitted the black door handles as well. So overall, successful day. Chris is just going to take it around the block to make sure that it all stays together. Providing it does, the next video should be probably cage. And we're back. So Chris didn't even start the car, and we found a spare bolt, which is quite important, which we're putting back in just now.
It's the spacer that goes in the shocker.
In which front? The professional.
I told you I'm no professional.
The mechanic.
Car goes up again. And that's it. we've done the maiden voyage in the Mini with all the bits on now. It came back in one piece. So we're actually calling it a night. As you can see, Ben's just clearing up the workshop. So yeah, hopefully the next thing should be cage and track day. Oh, and seats, we've got to finish the seats. But all in all, successful night. And again, thank you for watching. Stick around for the next one. And hopefully we'll make even more progress and break some more stuff.